How you doing, YouTube? Matt, Massive Beer Reviews, back with another review. Who would have guessed it? I mean, it's kind of crazy, but these things happen. Yeah, we're back with a little bit of anniversary hop forward hopeful goodness in the form of Civil Society Brewing's second anniversary. Civil Society, they all come from Ralph. Florida Ralph sends me off beer like it's going out of style, or like it's super in style. Kind of makes sense both ways if you think about it. But anyway, he sends me off a bunch of their beers quite often. He just sent me a big kind of like holiday pack full of awesomeness, hopeful awesomeness. We don't know yet. And this is one of them. And I decided to do this one as the first one out there because I know that this just came out. Civil Society doesn't date their cans, but I know one of my kind of semi-local breweries, Equilibrium, just got back from doing their kind of anniversary festivals. Almost this past weekend, so I'm assuming this beer came out for that. So anyway, thank you very much, Ralph. Let's dive into it. Second anniversary, 2015-2017, Double India Pale Ale, 8.5% alcohol by volume, and done. It's basically the number 2 with some spray paint and some dog ears like they have in their logo up here, is like a little bit kind of French bulldog kind of thing. So yeah, there you go. Let's do it. Ooh, that wants to come out. That thing was full. Usually kind of gives you this kerplunky sound when you open up these cans, but there was so much beer that wanted to be drank, it kind of just jumped out of that can. So, there you go. Smell like fruits. Yeah. Not a huge head on it. I gave it a pretty aggressive pour, and what was there is dissipating super quickly. So it has a rockiness to it, just off-white in color. And, you know, she looks like a hazy kind of soupiness. Deep, rich, dark oranges. This glass is a little fatter than I usually use, so it tends to be a little bit darker in the centers. I mean, she's dark. So yeah, she looked like a big hazy double IPA. Absolutely. So, let's see if we can get a nose on her. Big, rich, almost slightly savory fruitiness. I know that sounds kind of weird, but I'm getting like kind of like if you made like a fruit juice medley, mainly kind of citrus and kind of some tropical fruit, and threw like a little bit of what is that weird fruit that kind of tastes like pork jackfruit or something like that. Threw like something kind of a more savory kind of fruit in there to add that kind of little bit of meatiness to it. There's a greenness throughout it, but it's behind that kind of rich, pulpy, slightly savory kind of juiciness. It's got a nice stickiness to it. Got it all over my hands. It smells dense. It smells huge. It smells thick. A lot of what Civil Society beers have come off nose-wise for me. So she smells pretty good. A little bit more impactful in the nose, I would say, than some of the other ones I've had from these guys. So let's just dive in. Cheers. Okay. A lot of hop burn here. Big, huge. Not the worst I've ever had, but there's a lot of hop particulate kind of floating around in there. Or you're getting it kind of prickling, kind of the whole area of your mouth, but kind of most here in the back of your throat. That greeniness definitely trumps that kind of fruit base. It still has that little bit of savoriness to it. There's a little bit of kind of butteriness to it, but it's hard to kind of even kind of get to it through all that kind of green hoppiness. Mouth feels dense. Not horrible, but pretty dense. That's it. I'm trying to pick out more to it, but that's pretty much it. There's a sweetness to it. It's definitely sweet, but it's not overly sweet because that bittering's so big, so they bounce each other off. So it's probably super sweet and super bittering, but your brain can't tell the difference because each one is so gigantic. And there's that slight bit of savoriness. I think that might be a little bit of that kind of butter coming through there. And that's pretty much it. Very similar to a lot of the other Civil Society beers I've had. This one is, you know, kind of trying to be, and this has been the theme I've had with these guys, trying to be big and robust, and what a lot of the kind of for the lack of a better word, upper echelon kind of hop forward, hop thotty, Haysbro kind of breweries do. It's just, it tastes like a lot of like ingredients as opposed to a really cohesive beer, which has been the theme all along. It kind of sounds like me kind of pooping on them, and it's probably been that way through all these series of beers. But Ralph sends me quite a bit of Civil Society, and I'm going to go in each one and kind of see what pops in my brain, and it's much the same song. Is there a difference? Is there a growth there? I don't know. I can't really tell you, oh wow, this is actually quite a bit better, quite a bit different than from the other beers that I've had from these guys. When they do collabs, in-house collabs, not with at other people's breweries, excuse me, which usually tends to be, you know, at your brewery, it's usually kind of more like 75% your beer, 25% the other place. But when they then do these collabs, they tend to come off a bit more unique and a bit more personality to them. Is that the other breweries kind of fingers at work? I don't know. But when they're kind of doing their own thing, it's definitely these super dense, hazy, kind of aromatic, packed, kind of super dense, hot, burny beers that will definitely kind of tickles pink a lot of the, again, Haysbro's hop thotters out there. It just kind of leaves me wanting a little bit more kind of refinement and kind of deft-handness as opposed to just throwing a bunch of hops at something. And, well, at the same time, not a bad beer, just kind of uninspiring for me. So let's talk about it. Is it one of the better double IPAs I've had as of late? No. Not bad. Just definitely a lot of people I could see liking it. Just doesn't really do it for me. Value and availability. I'm sure this was anywhere between $16 and $20 a can, give or take. Or not can, 4-pack. Apologize. Brewery only. And just say if you like, what will you like this? If you like the super hops, baby, and the haze, and all that kind of stuff. If that's what you're looking for in beer, then this is going to give you what you want, because that's what it has in spades. So yeah, if you're Haysbro or hop thotter, you'll love it. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. If you didn't, anywhere in between, down there, words and stuff and things. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Untapped, Massive Beers, all 4 of those places. And yeah, another review down. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're drinking a nice double IPA right now. Hope to see you next time. Cheers.